Hey guys, today I'm going to do some speaker changes in the doors of the Transit. I'm going to take out my pile coaxial speakers and put in some separates. These are going to be Alpines. So they'll have a separate mid-bass woofer and then a tweeter. So I've already done one door, so I'm going to show you on the last door what I did to change these speakers. And the one door really sounds good, so I'm hoping this one will too. I'm sure it will. All right, so follow along. Okay, so you're going to need a 4mm socket and a T20 Torx bit. See what those are? And then just a screwdriver to pop out all these little clips that are on the door. Got them there, got them there. And then you have to take this one out because there's a bolt behind there, and don't try to pry this, don't try to pry it that way. This thing slides out this way. If you try to do it the other way, it will break. And then you've got one more up there, and then you've got two down here. Let's see if you can see them. There's one right there. And one right there. Take those out, and the door panel will come off. Oh yeah, and then you got one down inside there you got to take out too. That's a Torx bit down there. This here, these just pop out. There are some clips, metal clips in there. Sometimes they get stuck, and then you may have to, when you pull them out, put them back on and pinch them against. But other than that, it should come out cleanly. And then sometimes you may have to take off this rubber boot here, but I haven't yet. I take them off before I put them back on because it makes it easier to line the door up down inside here. Okay, get this out of here because that has to line up down here in the channel. All right, let's get started. You'll see right in here, that's where you pry this up, because there's a tab back here that sits in here. So you don't want to pop this out here. You want to bring this out here. See if I can get this in here. And pop this out this way. And that's how you'll get that out of there. All right, and then there is usually a Torx bit behind there. So there's that Torx bit. So, and then you can see here, there's a 4mm down there. Got a Torx bit. And then right here is a 4mm. And then down there, and there's usually one in here, but I think last time I had this door panel off, I lost the bolt, so I couldn't find another one to put in there. Let me get this off. It takes two hands. So on this right door switch that doesn't have the metal clips on it, it's got the little push clip right there, and right up front I think there's supposed to be some little tabs that stick out there. They're not there anymore, but put the front in first, drop it back down, and then get a screwdriver, just pop that up and take that out. Pinch this little clip right there. See if I can do it with one hand. No, I can't. Okay, so anyways, you push that little clip down right there. That one there. That little clip. Push it down, and this, and just pull, and this will come right out. Okay, so there is a 4mm bolt in there, like I said. And I use a little screwdriver that has a magnet tip on it, because when you pull it out, it's probably going to drop down in there. If it's still in there, you can get it with that. If not, it'll just drop down. When you pull the panel off, you can retrieve it that way. But basically, once you do that, the panel's free. You just got to lift up on it and you can pull it off. So depending on what size tweeters you have, I've got this one drilled already, and then you put the screw on the back side and it tightens it up on there. I just got to put the tweeter in through this side so the wires come through and lock it into place. I did notice too though, when I had the speaker in here, it's got these stupid ridges right here. It's clear here on the speaker, but the speaker cone part of it hits. Look, I'll show you because I already put the speaker in, but hold on, I'll show you. So here's the speaker, and what it's doing is it's hitting here, and this is what allows the movement of the speaker. And then I ran the wires through here that go to the tweeter, which is sitting here, right there, which I got to put back in the, put it into the door panel, back in there. So let me get that done. We'll get this door panel put back on. Also, I want to show you guys too, I took some of this insulation here and put it inside the door. If you peel this back, you can see it in there. Plus the sound deadening I put in earlier during the build. And this goes all the way down. Hey, everywhere I could put some of that stuff, I put it in there. It'll help with insulation and also help with the sound. Makes this door turn into a big speaker box. So you should get a lot richer bass out of it. Alright, hold on. Let me get that panel put back in. Okay, before I put this back on too, I will show you I put some of that right there also. That'll also help. But I got to take and break these off. I'm going to do that with just a stub nose pliers. They'll come right off. So I did this on the other door, so I know this works really well. Just twist those right out of there. You don't want any sharp edges, so try to get it all out. If you can't get it all out, then file it down. Regular file, wood file, metal file should work. All right. Now you see that speaker has plenty of room to move. It won't cause any problems. Okay, like I was saying earlier, that panel has to go into this groove all the way up here. Once you put it in there, then you'll be able to get it down. That's why I take out this plastic piece for the lock, because it just makes it easier for me to get my fingers in there and pop it through the hole right there. Alright, so now let me struggle putting this on. So pretty much when you get this in that groove there and just kind of lay it back up against the door, of course you have to pull the handle through, it'll just go right into place. So basically push it in, your little tap there, and you can hear those plastic clips pop into place. And then you just put everything back together. Okay, the reason why that screw behind that reflector light that I was telling you guys about a while ago, why I lost one on the other door, is because it falls out trying to put it back in. And I had it with my little screwdriver, and then screwdriver dropped, hit the ground, and the thing took off, and I could not find it because it's asphalt out here in the street, and I had the van turned around the other way. But so what I usually do is when I go to put them back in, grab a little something, stick it in there. I used an alcohol swab pad not a swab, a wipe, and stuck it in there, and I know it's nice and tight. And then if it falls into the door, once you pull it out, who cares, right? So I'm going to go ahead and put this in. Alright, so we're going to start putting this stuff back in. So this just pops in that way. And then, as you see, some of this is corrugated. You're going to want to use all the ones that are corrugated, like this one. So go ahead and pop that one in. Right there, like that. One of these is smooth. And I'll show you where that one goes in a minute here. Alright, so that one goes down there. Pop it in. I always keep these in my cups holders when I do these door panels. Alright, so we're going to come down here. And that one, if you can see it there, pop that one. Oh, wait a minute, did I put my screw in there? Let me look. Nope, I forgot to put the screw in there. Hang tight. Okay, so we got the screw in. Put this one in now. Alright, that one's good. So, yeah, I got two. See, these are in down here. I got all those in. Down there. Trust me if you can't see it. So the only one left is going to be the door handle. And this one here. This is where the smooth one goes, because that cup is nice and smooth. And I'll show you. There. See how smooth that is? That one's going to go down there. Alright, let me get the screw and get that one put in. Alright, let me show you what the cap for the door handle looks like. As you can see, it's got that little piece right there. It has to go in first. So that goes in like that. But I usually, when I do these, I pull out the, open up the handle and then put it in. So I can't do this with one hand, so I'm going to have to put down the camera. Okay, so as you see, you put that in, line this up at the top of the bottom, and just push it and it'll pop right in. So everything's in now. We just got to turn on the radio. Okay, so this is my head unit right here. It's a Boss. I think the RMS on this thing is like 50 watts, and peak, it's a lot. I don't know. Anyways, I would let you listen to the music because it did sound really good. But the first video I made, I got hit with copyright rules and got blocked. So I'm just going to tell you that using those components separate like that really was improved the sound from the coaxials. So if you guys want to do something like this, you're going to add speakers, upgrade them, do the components. On the door panels itself, there is a little hole, well, it's a ring on the back side to where you can do cut with a hole saw and add those tweeters there. They've already got that there, so it makes it really nice. Also in the A-pillars, there's you can see where you can put a tweeter there. You can cut that out and put them in the A-pillars. I didn't show it in the video, but the sound is really awesome. I'm not disappointed at all. I'm very happy. So anyways, let's see if I can get back to this video. I guess not. So anyways, the tweeters are movable. You can position them in a way that enhances your listening experience. So also, you like our little van we have on top of there? Pretty cute. Got it on Amazon. So yeah, I had a couple songs. One was by Audioslave and one was a Beatles track to let you guys listen to, but I had to delete the sound on this video because of copyright laws. And I didn't even have them on there that long, maybe 15-20 seconds, but I guess it was enough. So hopefully I can post this one without the music. So you just have to take my word on how good it sounded. The back doors on the van have coaxials in them. I'm not going to change those. They just kind of enhance the sound from the back. So after that, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. Got to come up with something. Oh yeah, there is a subwoofer under the driver's seat. It's an 8-inch subwoofer. It gets adds a lot more bass. I didn't spend a lot on the subwoofer, but it is enough to make it thump, and it adds to the bass to the unit. So I'm really impressed with them. I've always had separates in other cars. Just, it's like home stereos, you know. You don't have a coaxial speaker in your home stereo. No, they're all separates. So every individual speaker gets its own frequency and range. So, I mean, that's why. In the old days, some of your cheaper stereos would have a full range speaker, so it would be a woofer with a cone in it. And it just sounded okay, but it wasn't good. So now with these, you get your highs and you get your bass, and the center of that mid bass will put out like the mid-range power. You could do a three-way separate, but then you'd have to get a splitter that has you got the sound coming in, it splits it into different frequencies, and you have 3 wires coming out. So you'd have to have a bass or a woofer, a mid-range, and a tweeter. But just doing the separates on these 2 ways sounds good. So that'll give us some nice sound as we're cruising down the road. Thanks guys for following along. Like my tease I just put out a few days back, hopefully in 2 weeks, or actually, yeah, 2 weeks, we're going to be heading up to one of California's smaller lakes, not too far from home, which makes it nice. And the weather's supposed to be nice in the low 60s to mid 60s, so perfect weather for camping. And then we bought a new kayak. It's a Sea Eagle 370, 3-person, so we going to take that with us. Hopefully we can get out on the lake, take Crockett with us, and hopefully he won't jump in the water, because I have a hard time getting him in. He's getting to be a big boy. Peace out, guys. Thank you. Take care.